And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Vincennes Youth Soccer Complex. This is game 2 of our doubleheader. This is U-13 Team 1 against U-13 Team 3. Tom Lee, what do you say? I don't think we have numbers for either side.
Well, there's a
some of
few
these
numbers
are
for
out
the
there.
Edward D. Jones team. It's just hard to see, and we'll have to look through these to get them. Thank you. To get them. But you said a doubleheader, actually a tripleheader today, second of 3 that we've got going on. We'll have another one after this coming up about 4 o'clock. But it'll be interesting to see with the boys U13s. I mean, you're getting into more athletic ability, the same size field, and we'll have to see what happens. The first game today we had with the it was actually a U10 game. We thought it was U12. It's actually U10, and the pink team earlier on really showed that they're one of the better teams in this league, bar none, as far as organization, and they showed it today, and they went over the blue team earlier.
Very much so. I thought the team in pink earlier in that U10, I couldn't believe it was U10.
Yeah, me too. Because the way that they were able to work together, it just looked like players who were above that level. I mean, that's what really I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a good matchup with these two teams. Kyle Doggett, one of the coaches, and I believe he's coaching the Edward Jones team.
Yes.
And I will tell you, Kyle is a good man when it comes to soccer. I believe he played some in high school. I don't remember if he went to Bloomington North or Bloomington South, but he's a Monroe County guy. B-Town's his hometown area, but moved here, 20 years ago?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I came to this area, in 1996, so I've been here coming on 25 years. And so it's a really good area to be in, and I think a lot of people are realizing this, and that's why a lot of people stay.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can hear, I know we're both kind of thirsty, so we might be having our water at some point.
Yeah, you may hear us drinking a little bit of that water. So, again, I'd say just kind of bear with us. The goalkeeper for Edward Jones is number 8, and he's got a uniform. It'll be interesting to see if he changes it because it's kind of navy blue. And actually it looks like that, there's kind of a couple players in navy blue, and it looked like they got Rose Holman on. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So once again, the teams are warming up on their respective ends. We're not way far away from getting this one underway. And just quickly kind of writing down some of the numbers. And honestly, I think we may have some of the teams with the purple with duplicate numbers because a couple of them are wearing Rose Holman navy blue shirts.
Well, this is where this will be a fun time, Tom.
Yeah, because we got a couple of number 11s. We got a couple of number 8s, I believe. One's in goal.
And we have a female official this afternoon.
Yes. And so you've got 1-11 in purple, 1-11 in blue, 1-8 in purple, 1-8 in blue. And the only player on the team with a number on the green is number 10, who's in goal.
I believe right now they're trying to figure out who's going to have the ball first. And green will have the ball first, I believe.
So we'll have to see what happens. Again, we're looking forward to a pretty good game. We saw these teams warming up, and I tell you what, the goalie for the green team, I'm telling you what, for U13, those are some pretty nice gloves. Look at that.
Yeah, you're starting to get to the junior high ranks, the teams that might be getting ready to go into Clark Middle School.
Yeah.
And go into the Clark Middle School program or the South Knox Middle School program, which we talked a little bit about the South Knox Middle School program earlier and how dominant they have been.
Yeah. They really, and so far this year, I mean, they really have. And Dusty, it's kind of amazing to me. You talk about the Clark, team with South Knox. I mean, in the first 3 games, they put up I think in the first 3 games combined about 32 goals.
They did.
They've just been outstanding.
Cam Engstrom is an awesome coach. I've known Cam for the better part of a decade from when he was in high school. Golly, has it been that long since I've been out of high school, Tom?
Did he admit it?
I mean, I do have gray hair, but still.
But anyway, both teams are around their benches. We're not too far away from getting underway with game number 2 here today. Again, the best we can tell you, it's the green team and no numbers. So we'll have to do the best we can to kind of keep you up on that. And the Edward Jones team does have numbers, but some of them are actually kind of Reveille-like. They've got purple uniforms, but with gray numbers. Silver or gray, depending on what you ever want to say.
We will make the best of the situation we have. That's all we can do.
And so this is the first of 2 U13 games today. Teams are coming out on the field. The team 6 aside with 2 substitutes, at least for the green team, it looks like. And then you look up, and I think you may have 9 possibly for the Edward Jones purple team. And again, 6 players on the field at any one time with 1 goalkeeper in Vincennes Youth Soccer, and the fields are shortened respectively down to about 80 yards by 40, which is a little bit shorter than a regulation soccer field.
Well, and one thing to pick out from earlier, with the fact that we had U10 girls, I think they played up on this field because I believe their field normally is a little smaller.
Yeah, the goals are a little bit smaller as well. I mean, when you take a look down the way, you've got the real little goals for the younger kids, and then you've got the high goals but narrow for the kids up to about, I believe, 8, maybe 10. And then, of course, you've got the regulation size goals for the 13, for the under 13s.
Looks like these teams warming up now. They're looking like they're about ready to take on one another. The official of today's game looking on. And another good crowd out here of parents.
Yeah, we really have seen good crowds today. I mean, when you take a look at all the fields, you got, like I said, I believe 11 of them, and all of them have really nice people, really nice group of people around. Maybe not a social distance as a lot of people would like to see, but then again, like I said, when you're dealing with a sports situation, that can be kind of hard to enforce. So just take it as it is.
Well, and right now we're watching some more parents file in, and I can tell you the parents I see filing in are for the green team today.
Yeah, we saw the green team warming up. Green team, lime green, that's what he said. Lime green jerseys with black shorts, and again, the Edward Jones team in the purple jerseys with white sleeves and purple shorts for the most part. So once again, week 1, and Dusty, I believe we're going to be here all the way through the end of October, I believe, through the 8 or 9 weeks.
November 1st
is
the final week of games here.
So we're going to look for like 10 weeks.
I believe it's 8.
So is it 8? Okay.
It's 8 weeks. It's 24 soccer games. And, that brings me to the next point. This is a good way to reach people in the community that may be staying home because of COVID-19 or COVID-19 precautions. And we have a great way to reach this target audience, and if you want to do so, I'm going to give my cell phone. I don't normally give it out over the airwaves. My cell phone is 812-887-0613. I'll be more than happy to talk with you about sponsorship opportunities, and we'll be more than happy to get you aboard.
And you can also leave feedback on what you think of the broadcast, but at the same time, please keep it respectful.
You could, if you want, you could send me an email, dustin.fuller@fullrangegroup.com.
And again, we had a really nice crowd in the first game. I mean, for just something that's kind of a startup thing, we were, well into the triple digits as far as people listening, and so it's a good thing to know, Dusty, that it is really getting out.
Yeah, you don't think. I mean, you think of this as a niche sport because it's youth soccer. It's not.
Right.
It's not, say, your Vincennes Lincoln. It's not your South Knox. It's not your Reveille. It's not North Knox.
Yeah.
This is more niche because it's certain teams. It's certain members of these teams. I know there's families watching, but there's other people that just want to watch sports right now.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, as strange as it is, I'm kind of one of those. I mean, I'm one of these guys that will do what's called big game hunting. In other words, I'll look on TV for something that's good and watch it even if I don't have a connection.
Right, now I get that.
Green team getting ready to kick it off. We're going to get ready to start the clock for the first half of play. And the ball will go backward, and we'll get going right now. So the ball on the back line picked off by the defense for Edward Jones back to the middle of the field. And number 11 trying to go for it now. The green team going to try to keep going down the right side. Kind of split it out well. Now the ball goes off of the Edward Jones defense down the middle, and Edward Jones has it again. Down to number 7, got it taken away. Here's 11. They're going to go straight ahead. The ball knocked down. Number 1 kicks it away. Nice play that time by collecting it and going forward, but now stolen back by the green team. Number 7 takes it away for Edward Jones. Down the middle of the field and into the green half. But back to the middle and stolen away. So both teams kind of feeling each other right now here in this first minute. Stolen by the green team. They'll bring it down in. They got a shot at it and a save, and an easy save by the goalkeeper for Edward Jones. Going to punt it out. Nice punt. And taken away by the green team down to the middle. He only had one man back. And stolen away now by Edward Jones. Ball knocked out of play, and it'll belong to purple. Tell you what, that's the first punt we saw there, Dusty, and it went about 3/4 down the way of this field, albeit a shortened one.
That it was, and it was a pretty long one, and now.
And that's a great way to break contain. If you want to bring your defenders up and you got a goalie who's going to kick it that far, you know, that's really going to help the Edward Jones cause. They'll bring it in from the far side of the field. Throws it in, number 4, down the wing, up the left side. The left wing looking to bring it back out. He'll stop, get it taken away. Ball loose, and is it in play? It is. The whole ball had to be out for it to be out of play, so it doesn't count unless the whole ball is out. Taken by the green team down on the right wing, 1-on-2 that time, and back to the middle of the field. They're going with what looks like a 3-man offensive line. Here's Edward Jones down the field in a hurry, and getting past that time is number 11. He'll bring it in and a whistle. And the ball out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Edward Jones, team in purple.
That could have gone multiple ways. I saw a few high legs up there tripping potentially.
Yep. No foul called, though. Here's the ball in the middle, knocked out of play. Number 7 had it knocked away by the green defense, and it'll be a corner kick.
First corner of this one.
So you take a look at and actually it looks like, Dusty, they're playing what looks like, they played 4 aside right now?
I believe.
Yes, they're playing 4 aside. We saw 6 aside in the U-10s. They're only playing 4-on-4 right now in the field with the goalie.
You never know. It could be a situation with COVID. Some of the kids may be held out.
Here's 7 down the middle. A ball knocked away, but picked off in the middle by Edward Jones. They're going to turn number 4, Will. Can't get the shot away. Ball loose. Everybody's standing around. They go forward. Now past number 11. Now the green team brings it down the left. They'll bring it up in the middle of the field, and the ball goes to the goalkeeper for no problem at all. Going to roll it out on the left side. Both teams have substitutes. That's not the reason they're going 4-on-4. I guess this is designed. Off of the left side, they're going to bring it in. Walks in. Great save. Goalkeeper, number 2, made a really nice save with his body that time as he deflected it away for the corner.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get the guys in the truck to roll back on that here in a moment. But that was a beautiful stop.
Made himself big that time, and that helped him because the ball deflected off his body and out for a corner. Did a good job of cutting down the angle and coming out some.
Here's that kick again. Here's that stop. Just used his foot to deflect.
So good job of kind of a hockey save, kind of a type of situation. Here's the ball in the middle, knocked away. That'll be another corner. Number 1 did a good job of getting in front of it, so another corner. We do have people on the bench for each side. We've got 4 for the purple team and 2 for the green, so they do have enough. If they wanted to play 5, they could, but they're only playing 4. Middle of the field, knocked away, and the ball still loose, picked off by the green team. Tried to bring it back to the middle. Now they'll kick it, and a nice save. Kept the ball. He went low that time, kept the ball at his eye level, and is able to knock it up in the air and make an easy save. So nice play by the goalkeeper for the purple. We're still scoreless. Green team almost got it knocked away. Did. Number 4. Nice play up the middle of the field. 4 looking to stop. He's still looking to get it out of there. Got it dispossessed. Now on the left, here's the ball knocked away. Taken by the green team, and they'll bring it down the field. Shoulder to shoulder. What a takeaway by number 1. Boy, he just went shoulder to shoulder that time and just imposed his will. Here's 7 on a breakaway. He'll bring it in. Go for it. Scores! 1-0. Edward Jones leads it. And Dusty, that was a really nice play. He got it in space and just walked right in on the goalie, and there's nothing he could do about it.
No, and I'm going to bring that goal back here. I'm going to talk about the whole thing here momentarily.
All righty.
We'll talk about the setup here as you have it on your screen. It starts defensively here as there was the takeaway on defense, then the dribble up, the pass, the guy on sides receiving, and just put it home.
And so the green team down 1-0. They got the ball up the side. They'll bring it in himself. Now they'll get it taken away. Nice play by the defense for Edward Jones. Trying to get dispossessed from behind, tried to go forward. Now it's onside, or was it? No, it was offside when the play was made. Now he came back onside, but it was after the kick. And since he was offside when the pass was made, they called offside on the field.
That is correct. And now this is the age group they really start to target the onside call.
Yeah, but that's what happened. He was definitely offside. They'll get it taken there by the defense for Edward Jones. They'll bring it back forward. Here's number 7, taken away nicely there. And now here's a breakaway opportunity. Back to the middle of the field. Centering pass. What a save. They put a foot on that time, a one-timer, but it's hit right to the goal. He did a good job of standing his ground.
Keeper's done a great job so far.
And he did it again. That ball was brought in with some pace on it. He's able to get his hands up and make the save. Cleared back in. Now we could see some goals or some great save opportunities because, again, they're playing 4-on-4. With this age, there's a lot of room to be creative and get some of those opportunities. Taken by Edward Jones. Will bring it down the right side. Ball down that time on number 7, down the middle. Is he offside? No, they're not going to call it. The flag stays down. The ball, shot, save. Nice diving save by the goalie on number 4. He didn't get a whole foot on it, though, but the goalie made the save anyway, and a nice one off to his right. Here's the ball taken by Edward Jones again. They'll bring it down off the right side 4 down to the middle of the field and taken away by the green team. Pretty even game so far, 1-0 the score. He'll bring it down now, got a shot at it, and a great play by number 1 to right off that player. He stayed just enough in front of him not to be obstructive, but to allow his goalie to make the play. Nice play.
That's just a defensive tactic preventing the opportunity from happening.
And a shot by number 1. Again, he didn't get his whole foot on it. Nice throw out of there by the goalie. You got a pretty easy save, though. Bring it down to the left side. The ball going to go out of play. Just kind of a miss hit that time by the Edward Jones player out of bounds, and it'll belong to the green team. And number 7 that time had a shot at him. It just kind of got out of his reach a little bit.
I think partially the reason it got out of reach was the official, nothing intentional about it, just was in the way there.
So number 11 comes in for Edward Jones, and he'll make it change right down the right side, and 7 again down to the right. Stops, nice back heel. He'll look to throw it down forward now, still with the ball. Back heel again, goes back to the middle of the field and taken there by the green team. So he did all that work that time and still gave it away. Here's the ball right. Green team with it, taken back by number 2 or close. Now they'll work it off on the right side. Green team forward, looking down the right. Nice speed that time out of the kid with the blonde hair who brought it down, but taken away by the defense by Edward Jones, who's been just solid all game. Taken back by the green team defense back in their own territory and taken back again by number 7. Back to the middle of the field and stolen by the green team. 7 brings it down. Nice play. To work it forward, and the goalie's going to have it that time as he'll call off his defense and pick it off. And a nice throw that time to midfield, and downfield is going to be knocked away by the defense. Nice defensive play that time by Edward Jones.
I think we have some substitutions coming in for
the green team. So they got those subs, as you mentioned, coming in. Number 1, nice play that time, I thought, too. Got big on his defense and was able to knock it out of play. Throw in coming up. They'll go down the right corner. 1 great play at time to close down. He may have given up a corner, but, boy, he got there in a hurry.
And at this point, it's not about giving up the corner when you're practically in the corner. You're just trying to prevent giving up the
centering pass to the middle, yeah.
You're just trying to give up the opportunity of going down the line as well.
Yeah, that too. But it looked like he was trying to center that ball rather than try to keep it, and it was a good deflection play to keep that from happening. Here's the corner coming up from the far corner to our right. In the middle, knocked away nicely again by the defense. Taking by number 1. He'll bring it upfield. He'll bring it down the field, right to the middle. They got a chance at it. Here's the shot. They'll go wide, and just diving save the time on number 4. He puts more juice on that. He's probably got a goal, but he was trying for location. It allowed the goalie to make a really nice save off to his right. And now they'll bring it back in. Here's the shot. That's going to be a save. And again, not a whole lot of power on those shots right now, and that's what probably keeping about 3 or 4 more goals from going in. because the shots are good, just not enough power. Here's number 7 down the right side, all alone. He's got a chance at it. He's going to go to the middle. His shot's knocked away by the goalkeeper and the defense, but kept in, though, by number 4 of Edward Jones, the purple. 4 down to the corner. Stops. Nice move back. Going to get it into the middle. That time a nice pass. 7 kicks it and a save right to the goalkeeper. So try to put it short side. That time the goalie was ready.
That keeper has been a bit busy for the green team. He's made some great saves as well.
Well, both teams have so far. Here's the ball back to the middle of the field, down to the right. Here's a shot. Nice shot. That's going to go in. One-timer went to the corner and it went past the goalie. I believe that was Dusty, that was number 7. And so that's his second goal. It makes it 2-0.
It does make it 2-0, and that was just a one-timer, as you mentioned, where we're going to flash back here and see it here momentarily. That was also, too, if you notice, it was a sliding shot.
Yeah, he went over and took the shot, like you said, off the move, and that allowed him to be able to hit that corner. Here's Edward Jones again on the move. Number 4 down the middle of the field, knocked away. Taken away at the defense, and here comes the green team. They've had their opportunities, just haven't been able to do anything with them at this point. Relatively, as far as possession and end-to-end goes, relatively even game right now. And taken by the green team. They'll bring it down the middle and take it in. Going to try to walk in. Nice play by the defense. That's what's really been the difference, is Edward Jones's defense has just been really good so far. Green team knocks it out of play down the field deep into the purple defensive territory. Another sub coming in. But I tell you what, Edward Jones, they've got a couple of really big kids back there playing defense, and they've really done a good job of playing positionally.
I believe so. And yes, we see this green team is down 2-0, but I don't think you pinned this one on the goalie. I think it's just this purple Edward Jones team is putting opportunities.
Yep. They put a one-timer in there that time, and the goalie had an easy time with that one. The goalie for Edward Jones wearing the gold overcovering and the darker green for the lime green team in the goal back there. And you can't really fault him for either goal. He's actually played pretty well so far. Here's the ball taken back by the green team. They'll take the shot, blocked at the defense. Taken down by number 4 of Edward Jones off the left side. He's got a 2-on-1. If he can bring it back to the middle, he's going to take the shot. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a save by the goalie. Tried to bring it down that time and now gets it. Good thing he missed because it gave a good opportunity right down that right sideline. Left sideline back. That centering pass stolen away, though, by Edward Jones, taken back, and the shot's goal. That time the player got it right in the middle of the field, Dusty, and just painted the right post and putting a beautiful goal in. It's 2-1.
That was a great goal and good time for the green team to strike back. We'll get another look at it here in a moment. But
they've had their opportunities, Dusty, but again, they finally took advantage of it.
Just got it in. It was a little trickler, but make the most of the opportunity you have.
Yeah, he painted that post on the right side, and I think that's part of it. Here's number 8 down the right side for Edward Jones. Puts it in the middle and will hit it wide. Dusty, if you look at that shot, it wasn't as far off as you think. The ball started to curve back. It just curved back about maybe a foot too late.
And sometimes those benders are a little tough for the keepers.
Yeah, that's what happened. They had him beat that time. Nice kick on the goal kick down the right side. It goes out of play, though, into the purple defensive end. Edward D. Jones will throw it in. Here's number 11, middle of the field. 11 off the right side. He got some room down to the right corner. Number 4 back to the middle. And they're going to call an infraction. Maybe an offside there. So there'll be a kick coming up, I believe, an offside. So here comes the green team to kick it away. Well, it's been a pretty entertaining game so far. Right down the middle of the field. That should be the goalie it is. So pretty safe opportunity for Edward Jones to get the offense going. They throw it to the outside and threw it a little bit wide. It'll be a throw in for green. They'll throw it down the sideline, down to the right corner. Ball in the middle of the field, taken away. They'll kick it up to the middle. They've got some numbers, 2-on-1. If he can get it ahead, they do. It's onside, I believe, and they'll bring it in. Here's the shot, not a good one. Kind of a little bit hopeful that time, and the shot goes to the goalkeeper. That's number 4, and he'll come in and he'll take it. Nice hustle that time. He came up quickly, seeing where that ball was on a dead sprint. Here's number 4, down the right corner. 4, bringing it back in the middle. He's got 2 options if he wants to go, and instead he got it taken away. Now we've got a 2-on-1 down the middle, but nice play by number 8 recovering quickly. And Edward Jones keeps it right down the middle of the field. Number 8 coming back the other way, but puts it too far in front. Ball cleared away by the green team. He'll bring it down to the right side. Take it there by number 11. 11 down to the middle. It should go to the goalkeeper, but it won't. It won't get into his area. It's taken by number 1 instead. He'll clear it away down the middle of the field. Taken by the last line of defense, the sweeper for the green team. Ball still loose on the far sideline and kicked away down to the side, but stolen back by Edward Jones. Here's the ball to the middle of the field. Number 1 looking to get it there. Back down to the penalty area. The ball loose in the middle and picked off. Here's number 8, kicks it in the middle, headed out nicely at time by the defense. And the green will get it. What a nice play that was.
Just defense in the right place in the right time. This is a fast break up ahead.
And a throw down the field, but he went too far with it. And it's taken by the goalie. And that's what happens sometimes on this level is you get it too far ahead of you, and it makes it an easy play for the goalie. If you keep the ball close, you got a real good shot.
Midfielder there just had that opportunity just a little over out in front.
Here's number 8. He'll kick it in the middle. Save. Nice kick that time and a good save. Just took it right to his body. Throw out of there. They'll get it knocked away. Now they'll take it downfield and stole away nicely. Taken by the purple. Edward Jones, number 1, trying to get it up the middle and does in what has been a 4-on-4 game of goalkeepers. Here's number 8. 8 knocked away on the right side by the defender, and he'll allow him to kick it out. It's really a live ball. They kicked it out there. Now to the right side. It's going to be taken out of play, and it'll belong to Edward Jones.
Nice job defensively, just letting the player with the green team just knock it out on their own.
A couple of substitutions coming in. As we mentioned, it's a 4-on-4 game today. And he'll have 2 other players come in, 7 and 2 also returning. And again, we're not sure if it's 4-on-4 out of design or because one or the other teams, the purple especially, has fewer players. But whatever it is, right now it's a 2-1 game, so it hasn't affected scoring a whole lot.
No, I think these teams are evenly matched.
Pretty much.
And I think both these teams have played with each other together for several years as well.
Yeah, and both teams really have exceptional goalkeeping. That's the other thing. You know, I've seen really good goalkeeping out of this age group today. Knocked away. Going to walk in, take the shot, hit it right to the goalie. I think he was trying for that short side. The goalie had it covered really well. He'll throw it out. Taken off of the right side, taken there by number 8. Number 8 back to the middle. He's got some people if he wants to go. It's City going to take it down the right. Now centers, and nobody's there.
I believe 2 is in that area.
Well, he tried to center it, and the ball, and if he would have been working off of that opposite side a little more, he had an opportunity. But where he was, the offensive player couldn't get there in time.
I think the pass might have been a little off target as well.
So the ball back to the middle of the field, taken there by the green team. They'll work it down the right. They got 3 players in the offensive end, now stolen away, dispossessed by Edward Jones on the purple with the white sleeves. So work it down to the right side. 8 trying to get to it, can't do it. The ball knocked away nicely and cleared out of play by the sweepers. So it's going to be on the right side. Green team will bring it in from about halfway into their defensive end. And knocked out a play nicely. Good play by number 7, knocking it out of bounds. They're looking to bring it in. Good throw down the right sideline. Right side kicks it in the middle and kicks a shoe. Kicked his shoe off that time trying to make that play, and they'll go down the right side. Edward Jones with it, number 11, and it's knocked back, and he got that shoe on quickly. He's got another opportunity. He'll take it. He'll go wide with it. But they still got a chance to bring it in, and it'll be a goal. So the kid who really lost his shoe that time got lucky. In a sense, he got that shoe back on and quickly and came fortunate with the ball back in the middle. He's able to go wide side to the weak side, and they got a goal out of it.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe he just got his shoe back on at this point in the shot. So we've got the replay on. Passed it outside as where he was at and just found a way to get it in. And we're knotted up at 2.
Yep, 2-all tie right now. And how many minutes are left in the half?
Roughly, as I can get the replay screen off here, I would say about 6 minutes.
So 6 minutes left to go in what has been a really nicely played game between these two. Edward Jones with 2 goals to get the lead. The green team with 2 goals to tie it. Back to the middle, number 6. Nice play that time. Took him right off the ball. 6 right at the middle, knocked away. Can they keep it in play? They can. Nice one on the side. They're going to work it down to the left. And a breakaway opportunity if they can get it down to the middle of the field, and the goalie does a good job of looking it into his hands and picking it off. Let's see if he kicks again. Last time he kicked it, he put it 3/4 of the way down the field. He's going to throw it instead. It's going to be taken by the defense, and the shot saved right to his hands. Knocked it down to his feet and kept it. And threw it away again. That's on number 11. Had a chance taken away. They're going to have to take another shot. They will. Another save right to his eyes.
I believe what's going on is the player's just firing right. It seems like he's firing right at the keeper.
That's exactly what they're doing. And it goes down the side. He kept it in play. Ball never went out on the near sideline, taken there by the green team. Back to the middle. They'll clear it right down the middle. They got a chance. Number 9 coming onto it, but the goalie gets here in time and kicks it wide down the field. The goalie and the purple goal going to let it go. It's going to go down that sideline to the corner, and the shot saved. They tried to center it that time, and the goalie got his hands on it before it could go back to the middle.
And there was also a deflection there by the defender. A nice deflection.
They throw it away, stolen back. They're going to get it back again. It came right off his foot and right back to the goalie. He'll do it again. This time he gets a pass at first wave down to the side. Far side, he'll keep it. Number 11, he's got 3 players ahead. You'll see if he does here. Number 11, back to the middle of the field, tries to center, does. Taken away, though, by the green team. Here's the ball taken back out. 7 trying to get it, does. Nice play of working, shielding the player off, but stolen away, now stolen back. They're trying to get it wide. They do now to number 9. And we're going to kick it out. The players have an injury. Actually, no, a substitute, my apologies. So they actually went to a knee, and that's what they do when they're trying to stop play. They had a small injury that they're coming in and taking a substitute. Number 1 will also substitute in.
I think he might have just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and they're doing that kind of that wind, type of thing. And that happens. You will get shaken up sometimes out here.
Yeah, in this age group, this is.
So we got it right now. There's the ball taken down. Here's number 8 shot, and nice save. He's able to anticipate well. That goalkeeper did a good job of anticipating it. Nice throw, too, right straight ahead. Down to the right corner. Looking to center, it does, and a shot up and in. What a shot. Right from the middle of the field. That was a really nice centering pass, and just a one-timer right up into the upper right-hand part of the goal.
A beautiful goal, and as I was trying to locate the ball, I actually missed that one, but.
Yeah, they were actually what happened. He brought it down to the right corner, got a centering pass, and just a one-timer right into the upper right-hand corner. So taken by, now it's a 3-2 green team lead. They've scored 3 straight. Right down the corner, Edward Jones has it. Number 1 trying to take it. The ball stolen away. Taken back to the middle of the field and stolen nicely. Here's a shot and a save made. He's trying to make a one-timer that time toward their right-hand side of the goal. Couldn't do it. And a throw out nicely, but taken away by the defense. Nice play by Edward Jones down the middle of the field. Green team has it. They'll knock it downfield, and that ball is going to stay in right down to the corner. They'll try to get it out there. They will, but he steps right into it. And soccer, Dusty, favors the aggressor, and that's what you saw from the defender that time from the green team. He was the aggressor and got the ball.
Both teams have been playing aggressive, Tom.
In this case, in this very case, though, the purple player waited, and the green player was able to come in, and that aggressive play allowed him to gain possession. But, yeah, both teams, for the most part, have played really good aggressive soccer today.
That they have, and I think they're trying to figure out who's going to throw in the ball.
It'll be their defender. It'll be number 11 throwing it in with 3 players downfield. Little short throw. 4 takes it. Nice play that time. Down the middle, 4 taken by 8. He's going to try to stop. They'll get the ball back to the middle. Nice play. The shot right on goal, though. But that was a really nice setup play that time. And number 4 just shot it into the goalie.
Well, that starts from the throw, Tom.
Yeah, they really did a good job of working it around.
Sometimes there's situations you need the short throw, and it worked there.
Number 8 back to the middle of the field. Here's the ball forward. That's going to go to the goalie. So the goalkeeper will bring it out. And down the middle of the field they go, taken away by number 4. They'll bring it back off the right side. Taken by the green team to work it off the left. They've got numbers, they've got spacing, and they got it stolen away by number 11. I think he thought about making the cross so much he forgot to make it. Number 1 back to the middle of the field. They've got a break. Number 8 down to the left corner. 8 left wing trying to bring it back in, trying to center a shot, couldn't do it. And the goalie makes a save right in front of 2 different defensive players. Here's the green team going to bring it down the left side. Both teams having some trouble getting back. They're a little winded right now. In fact, that ball's going to go out of play. Both teams look like they're a little winded on this hot day.
It could be that way. I mean, I know we're getting close to halftime. In fact, I think we're anytime now we can have the halftime whistle.
And playing 4-on-4 also is something that has winding them a little bit. I think they're used to playing 5-on-5, and with that one less player, there's a lot more room to cover. Here's number 8. Number 7, by the way, looking to substitute in here in just a minute. So down the middle, number 8 will bring it back to the left. Taking up to the front. Nice header. Well, down that time at number 1, he's going to take a shot at it. Blocked at the defense nicely, and he'll bring it back out. Edward Jones trying to make the steal. The ball down the left side. Looking to bring. Now they're going to center it back to the middle. Knocked away and taken away that time by the defense. Going back left, they're going to go wide to shot, and he's going to put it right on the goalie. Didn't get much on it that time. It looked like he had a well set-up shot, but just couldn't get the shot to go. Ball taken down by Edward Jones and working in the front. Now it's going to be down to the corner, number 1 with it, and the goalie comes way out to clear. And Edward Jones trying to get it instead. The green team will. They've got a two-on-one break down the middle of the field. It's going to go wide. Trying to go for that far side post that time and just missed.
That was a tough break there for the green team. By the way, our game presented by First Vincennes Savings Bank. Local people making local decisions, a real community bank with locations on Hart Street and 6th Street in Vincennes. Also ATM locations on 6th Street and Knox Plaza, as well as at Good Samaritan Hospital. And also in downtown Vincennes at 3rd and Vigo. There's also an ATM for your convenience in Monroe City at Speedy Pete's. And
the ball knocked out of play at the time of the green team. Not only do they have the green uniforms, the neon green uniforms, they've also got neon green socks as well, which makes them very, very identifiable on the field, even without numbers. Here's the ball off of the left side. Looking to trying to bring it back up. The ball knocked away by Edward Jones, but it's taken back, and the ball just kind of squirted over the line, so it'll be a goal kick coming up.
Well, the comment I made as we were getting ready for this broadcast, looking at the uniforms, I think we had the highway department coming in.
Yeah, I tell you what, those uniforms really do stand out. I'm telling you what, this is going to be a corner kick actually instead of a goal kick this time. So here's the corner. They'll bring it back into the middle, and the ball taken away by Edward Jones. So clear the ball front, taken. He's going to try to turn on it. He does. Now he's got some help. He's going to bring the ball over. Numbers in front. Number 1 got a chance at it. Shot, scores! What a play! He knew exactly where he was going to go that time, and he was able to get it in there. And I tell you what, that was a really, really nice play.
That was, and we'll get a look at it on the replay here in a moment.
Because he looked where he was going to put that ball, and he put it right in that side netting on the far side. Goalie didn't have a chance.
As you can see, the setup here, just 2-on-1 break. Defender was in limbo land.
And the ball taken off. That should be a tripping call. It is. Not intentional, but still a free kick coming up near midfield. Can't really say that was an intentional trip, but just, got feet were in the wrong place. He's going to bring the goalie up quickly. Header out of play, corner kick, but a nice header that time out by number 4 of Edward Jones.
Right now, these two teams are finding some different ways to do it right now.
Yeah, but and they both found a similar number, too. It's 3-3. So 3 straight goals for the green team after the purple team went up 2-0, and then the purple scored a goal to equalize, and that's where we are right now, 3-3. Here's the ball in the front, knocked away. They kept it in play off the end line. It's going to be taken away and out of play. Let's see if they call a goal kick here. That's what they're going to do. So goal kick coming up. That'll be getting very close to halftime. They'll bring the ball up, taken there by number 7. Back to the middle of the field. Good play that time. They'll bring it back middle, taken there, and nice play by number 4. He'll bring it out wide, looking for somebody to cross to middle. Does. 7 turns, can't get a shot away. Ball loose on the floor. They'll bring it back outside and take it away. Still loose back in the middle, and Edward Jones with it once again. They may have one more shot at it. Here's the ball in the middle, and the shot just wide. He was trying for that far post that time, and it came up just a little bit short.
Believe we've got about another minute or so in this half.
And the ball intercepted. Number 4 brings it back in. He'll get a shot at it. The shot, goal! He went high that time and went over the top of the goalie, and now 2 goals by Edward Jones, and they're back up 4-3. That's half. So a goal right before the halftime whistle has given the purple team a 4-3 lead. Edward Jones, and a really nice goal that time, I believe. What, number 4, if I'm correct on that, got that fourth goal.
And we're going to start where the ball is just taken away, and that's just what led to it, and we are at halftime.
4-3 the score. Edward Jones leading the unsponsored green team right now, and I tell you what, I can't say who the goals were for the green team because they don't have numbers. What I can say is this has been kind of a half of 3 different parts. The first part dominated by the purple team in scoring. They led 2-0. Then the green team owned the middle part of the first half and got 3 goals themselves to go up 3-2. And then in the final 5 minutes, the purple team started to turn on the jets, got a couple of goals, and Dusty, that's where we are, 4-3 the lead right now for Edward Jones.
Well, and absolutely, I think you've seen the best of both worlds from both sides when you talk about this game. You've seen the strikers from both sides. I thought we saw great play in between the pipes from both sides.
Yeah, both goalies really played well. I mean, none of the goals were either of their goalies' fault. They were just well placed, especially that third one for Edward Jones. I believe it was number 4, if I'm correct, or number 1, or one of the players.
The tying one.
Yeah, the tying one. I think it was 7 possibly, who took it. Was it number 4? Yeah, number 4 took it and went straight over. It looked exactly from my binoculars I was looking at. He looked straight where he was going to hit that ball, and he put it right into the side netting. The goalie tried to get him. It really didn't have a chance. Again, we've had 7 goals, and all 7 of them have been quality goals.
Yeah, and I think we're going to go back to what you were referring to. This was a setup play earlier. This is another look at it, as it was just a setup. It was a 2-on-1 break. They got it out to the right wing, and the striker on the right side just put it home.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you're playing, again, we said they're playing 4-on-4 with goalkeepers. That's what I call it, 4-a-side with goalies. And when you're playing even on this size of a field, and the field, like we said, is shorter than normal, the shorter than regulation, it's 80 yards by 40, I believe. Usual field is about 110 to 120 yards by maybe 60 to 80. And on this field, even with only 4-on-4, you still got a lot of area to create space and go with it. And we've seen a lot of breakaways, and the times when they've settled down and taken a good shot, they've gone into the goal. And the goalies, there have been a couple of really good saves on both sides, but most of the saves have been when the players have just kind of got a little bit ahead of themselves and hit it right toward the goalkeeper.
I believe so. And there's been a lot of good teamwork, too, from both sides.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with a 4-on-4, you need that, and you also need to realize that your weak side is going to be open. And as the first half went on, Dusty, we saw a lot more of them using that weak side. It looked like early they were, kind of crowding on the ball a little bit, but then as it went on, they did their spacing, and it gave them really good opportunities on both sides.
That it did, and, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second half if defensively the coach is maybe putting a shift on to stop some of the breakaway plays, or
because with 4, I'm sorry about that, Dusty. Because with 4 players, you're playing a 3-man forward front with a sweeper, and so you get a lot of 2-on-1 opportunities. And these teams have taken advantage of some of them. But again, when you're still talking about 12-year-old kids, so they're going to hurry shots a little bit and either kick it wide or kick it right into the hands of the goalie. And we've seen some of that too. But for the most part, it really has been well played and relatively even between these two teams. And because of that, a goal right before halftime makes it 4-3.
That it does. And by the way, hopefully you're enjoying your afternoon watching us on Facebook Live on the Full Range Sports Facebook page. I know we did softball earlier this summer, Tom, and
yes,
baseball on the original Full Range Entertainment Group page. But since then, we've decided probably a good idea to branch out and give the sports production side of things its own page. So we invite you to go on to facebook.com/Full Range Sports. Give us a like, subscribe, see what all is going on, and you never know what might just pop up. I know we have 22 more soccer games after this. So.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
And triple headers all the way through November the 1st, and it's going to be kind of interesting seeing a few more clouds here, but not really a chance of rain today. What's going to be interesting is we get to a situation where we do get rain and how that's going to affect not only the play but the broadcasting as well.
What do you mean? We're going to throw you into the truck, and I'll make sure we have someone in because we have a way to protect the camera. You know,
doing the game from the cab of a truck. Now, I've done some weird things in 30 years of broadcasting, but I've only had a few times. I've had a few times I've done it from the seat of a car. I've never done it, though, from the seat of a truck.
Well, we're doing it for the truck bed right now. If I don't know if you've ever called the game from the back of the truck bed.
No, I've called on the flatbed before, more often than you could think, but from a truck bed, this is kind of a new experience, but one of these days, what we need to do is get one of these crane risers and do it from maybe about 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, no, that's probably a conversation that we need to have with one of the local crane companies and stuff. I'm not going to mention any of that on the air. They're not paying for it, you know. But
well, we'll have to see what happens. It'll be the green team going from left to right and the purple team going from right to left. We're about set for the second half. Game number 2 of 3 today. The other 2, we have 4 U-13 teams, and the other 2 will be featured after this game today. So we shall see. Edward Jones leading at 4-3. They will have the soccer ball as we begin the second half of play. The referee, young lady, doing the work today and actually doing a pretty good job today.
Well, I will tell you, the green team is team 1, and the purple team or the bluish team is team 3 in reality. On the Chiron, we accidentally had it screwed up, so that's on me. But at the same time, there's nothing that says, hi, I'm team 1, hi, I'm team 4, or whatever team either.
So we'll have teams 2 and 4 coming up a little bit later on today. Well, Edward Jones, team 1 in the purple with white sleeves, taking on the lime green teams with lime green socks. I'm surprised they even had those, but they found them and it actually looked pretty good.
I think the one thing from a soccer parent standpoint is if you lose those, they're pretty easy to find.
That's for sure. That is absolutely sure. Edward Jones have 4-3 with the ball in their offensive end. They're going to bring it back, and it's stolen away by the green team. They'll bring it back down on the right side. Actually make that their left. They bring it back to the middle. Stolen away nicely. That time by Edward Jones. Down the middle, number 4 tries to get through, and it's dispossessed. They'll bring it down. Ball is going back and forth right now in the middle of the field, down to the right side. We haven't had many fouls at all in this first half. I think about 2 of them. They'll bring it up the right side. Number 7 down the right. They'll keep working skillfully down to the corner. Centering pass. It's a goal. Well, it's more than a centering pass. He took a shot and hit it. So number 7, that is his 3rd goal of the game. That makes it 5-3 in favor of Edward Jones. That was a really nice play. Just took it down the right side and found the far side of the net.
Sometimes that's just what you have to do. You have to make them think you're going to do one thing, and you end up doing another.
I was looking through my binoculars. I thought it was a centering pass, Dusty, but they just put it right in the back of the net.
However it works.
Bring up the right side. It's stolen away. Back to the middle. And the ball stolen away. Going to try to take a shot himself. Blocked in defense. Actually his own player. They'll bring it back outside now, middle of the field. Ed Jones trying to take it. Number 7 trying to move it. And it's taken away. And take it back now the right side. Back to the centering pass. Got a shot. It's going to be a save. What a big save that was. He tried to go toward that left post. Got a lot of velocity on it. That goalie made a wonderful save off to his right.
Well, I'm going to mention something about the striker that tried to go back for the rebound because the keeper did not corral that originally. So nice job by the striker to go back and try to go back for it. Goalie ended up corralling it right.
They're going to bring it in this time. Nice save by the goalie. Came out and defended to the top of his territory. Brought that ball in. Again, it went a little bit too far out in front of him. Down to the middle of the field. They'll take the ball down. Number 11 tries to bring it. Now it's stolen away, and they'll knock it out of play, or will they? Yes, it'll trickle out. Throwing for Edward Jones. Go down to the outside. It'll be taken down to the middle, back outside 11 to 4. 4 back to the front, down to 11. Is he offside, though? He is. Thought he made him a 2 steps offside. The referee concurred. It'll go back to the green team.
The official today has been relatively fair for both sides.
Yeah, I think she's done well. Here's the ball. Had a shot. Nice close down. I'm talking about number 7. But again, he took him down. No call, though. But 7, what a great close down to keep that ball. He had to look at the goal, and he just closed him down quick. Ball off of number 11. He's not going to be able to keep it in. Throw in for the green. They'll throw it down in the middle of the field, down to the corner, and the ball knocked out of play by number 1. Corner kick coming up. So I'm going to call a goal kick. Boy, I thought that ball went off of the defender, but they're going to call a goal kick on that. Edward Jones will bring it in.
I apologize. I think we're having a slight technical issue with our video signal. We're working on it here momentarily.
As long as they can hear me.
Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
Ball down the left side, and it's going to go out of play. It'll be a throw it to the green team way in their territory, about halfway into their defensive end.
That's just something that the engineer for Full Range Group has to do while he's working.
Yeah, we got such a big staff we're working with. The ball down the right side. It'll be knocked away. Number 1 for Edward Jones. Turns it. Nice turn. Puts it back to the middle of the field. Taken away by the green team. Down to the right side. Look to go themselves. Here's the ball loose now. Breakaway. They're going to go down the left side. Good play by the goalie. Keeps that up. He gets by one by a ball player, and he's going to kick it right to the goalie. So a good opportunity goes a glimmering there, and they'll throw it off the right side. Now down to the other side with a break. End-to-end action. Back to the middle of the field. Number 11 takes it. Got a shot. Scores. Goalie that time came out, and number 11 really took advantage of it, Dusty, and that makes it a 6-3 game.
That it does, and it's a tough break.
Goalie tried to come out that time, but when you come out, you got to make yourself big and be able to make sure he doesn't get that shot. He was able to get it around the goalie. The goalie came out, and he just found room and knocked it into the corner left. Low in the corner left. 3 straight goals now for the purple team has turned around a 4-3 game to a 6-4 lead. Or actually make that a 3-3 tie to a 6-3 lead. My apology.
Game was 3-2 at one point in favor of the green team.
So 4 straight. Thank you. Yep, 4 straight to make it a 6-3 lead. Back to the middle of the field. Green team going to have a shot to answer. They're going to get knocked off the ball, though. Nice play by the defense. I'll tell you what, Edward Jones' defense has just been there. Those 2 defenders have been rocks in their end.
But they haven't. I believe we have a whistle here.
So we'll see what they call. It looks like they're calling a foul that time on the green, so it will be a purple kick in near midfield, about maybe 10 yards away from midfield in their own end. Nice pass it on down the right side. They'll bring it up. Number 7, they'll try to bring it up that right side against defense. He'll get around. He'll look back to the top to the point. It almost got stolen away. But the ball kicked to the middle, taken there by 11. He'll set and can't get the shot away. 4 will try to. He's got a chance. Turns and gets knocked away by the defense. That's a good play for the green defense that time. Boy, they recovered quickly. And they get the ball for their troubles, trying to get it out. But it's dispossessed. Number 4 takes it in. Good tackle. 4 gets it back, though. Shot. Great save that time by the goalie. That time he came out and made it count. He did a good job of coming out that time and making himself big and made it count. It knocked off of his body and out of play.
It's making the most of the situation, and that's what you have to do in the keeper position.
Well, that last time, Edward Jones was able to get around him. That time he kicked it toward him. He stood tall and made a nice deflection out of play. Here's the throw. Oh, that was illegal.
And the official caught that.
And what he did was, you're supposed to throw it over your head and throw it directly. He threw it over his head and then just went like that, diagonally. You cannot do that. That is illegal. And out of bounds zone, it'll belong to purple again.
It got awarded to green, and now it got deflected. So
the purple team will get it. That wasn't a great throw either, but they'll get away with that one off of the left side. Working it straight forward. Let's see if they stop him. They're going to go up the middle. Number 1 puts it in. He went around 3 different players that time, Dusty, and put it in. It's now a 7-3 game.
That it is, and, just taking the opportunity that you have. It's what you have to do in this game, and we'll
Walk-
get another look at it.
He walked around about 3 people from his right defensive position and just was able to put it past the goalie.
Just out of the reach of the keeper that time, and another goal for this purple team.
7-3 the score. Green team scored 3 in a row. Let's see if they can score again. They'll bring it in. The ball kicked away. And I tell you what, the purple team defense, after that 1-3 scoring spree that they have settled down and have just been outstanding in their own end.
I believe we're going to have a substitution now for
Edward Jones, number 2, will come in. Number 4 will take a seat. Is that correct?
Yes.
So the goalie will kick it away. And like we said before, both goalies have actually played pretty respectably in this game. They're going to go short. Bring it upfield. They're going to look down the middle of the field, and the goalie will get it. He'll kick it out that time, out to the near side, and the ball is going to be saved. No, they let it go out of play. So the green team will look. It'll be the purple throwing it in. Number 2 will look to throw it in. And it'll be taken down. Number 7 will kick it down the middle of the field, trying to go to number 1. It'll be a scramble for the ball, and they will not get there. The green team does. And now he tried to backheel it. Number 1 took advantage of it and cleared it. Out of play. And a substitution going to come in. And the man who is about to throw it in is the one who's going to be substituted. They'll bring it down the field. Down the middle, knocked away at a time. Number 7 trying to get it, does. Turns and knocks it out of play. It belonged to the green team. Down the middle of the field again. Now down the left side, the shot knocked away by the goalie. He's kept in play, and he made a great save. Now he takes it away and puts it in. So the goalie had some problems that time, Dusty keeping it in, and the green team made him pay for it. They get it back to within 7-4.
Well, that was a situation where keeper had his hand on it, just couldn't corral it.
Are they going to call that are they going to wash that off?
Apparently.
It looks like they wiped that one off.
Well, I didn't see unless there was a hand up for offsides. We'll
So
take that goal off.
Cleared it off. That makes it 7-3 still. Back to the middle of the field. Stolen away by Green down the middle of the field. They'll try to get it out of danger. They can't do it. They'll bring it back to the top. Worked away. Taken there by the green team right. Down the middle of the field. The shot, Danny missed it.
Offsides.
They called offside anyway. They had an opportunity, and he just kind of sprayed it off his foot wide anyhow. But they called the offside first, and he'll go back to the purple.
The near side striker was offside on that play, and it was up there before the pass got to the other end, and just can't be offside like that.
Thank you for catching that, Dusty. It's hard to see sometimes with my binoculars on. Here's the ball up the left. Number 8 on that left wing gets it taken away. 3-on-2. They'll work it back to the middle. Now they'll put it in. It should be the goalie's ball, and he will get it right before the green team got there. Number 1, they'll work it up the middle. Nice play. Number 2 will set it. Try to go forward a little bit too far for him, and picked up by the green team down the right corner. Number 7 will turn it. Take it away. They'll look to the middle, tried to center it. Does. Back to the middle, got a chance. It went through his legs, though, and tried to save it. He does, and a shot right to the goalie. Good hands, too, and right into his hands, and he stopped it right there.
Keeper was there, prepared for it.
So the ball down the right side. That goalkeeper trying to come out. He's going to get it, and he's in.
That was a nice goal.
Really wide-angle shot by number 1. That's his 3rd goal, and that makes it 9-3 in favor of Edward Jones. And that was a wide-angle shot. He saw the goalie out. He went right over his head and curled it into the far corner.
I mean, that is definitely the definition of wide angle. We're going to see that again here in a moment on the replay.
Substitutions on for both teams, and now the purple team, Edward Jones, opening up now to a lead. Actually, it's 8, I believe. Is that correct?
I've got 8-3.
Okay, 8-3. So I was 1 goal ahead because I scratched that one earlier and I didn't look at it. So it's an 8-3 lead 4 in each half, and the ball will go out of play.
And you talked about that goal moments ago, Tom. That wasn't just a wide angle. That was like 20 yards out almost.
Yeah, it really was. It was from that outside of the penalty area. Saw the goalie coming out for it and just chipped over his head into that side netting. That green team goalie is very aggressive, and he just took advantage of it. And now they got a chance. Breakaway, a couple of players in. Now this shot. What a play. Great play by Edward Jones. Boy, they got back in a major hurry to make that play. Off of the side, here's number 4. Back to the middle of the field. 11 takes a shot. Saved that time by the goalie. Next second shot, another save. Came up big twice.
I know earlier today we talked about hesitation. There was a slight hesitation on the other end. That's how the Edward Jones defender got back and stopped a shot earlier.
And that ball is going to go in. It was deflected and a save made. Goalie very cool that time for Edward Jones down the middle of the field. 2-on-1. If they turn, here it is. Walk in.
Offside.
And offside. I think, yes.
No, I guess not.
No, they didn't call it. I thought they did. It was a whistle from the other field, I think.
No, it is called.
Okay.
Just a little
bit late on the play, and it did look like it was an offside, so they did get it. That whistle's not real wild. And plus, you got other whistles from nearby fields.
And you only have one official on a field, too.
Yeah, but you're working with one referee and no lines people. In the middle, they got a chance right down the right side, but can they keep it in play? They cannot. It'll be a goal kick. I would say, Dusty, about 10 minutes left to play.
Let me get onto my screen and I can tell you. If I can find my mouse. There it is. Yeah, we have about 16.
16. Okay, so 16 minutes left. Still plenty of time on a 4-on-4 game, and the ball going to be out of play, and the green team will have a throw. They've shown they can score goals, Dusty, so you still talk about an 8-3 lead, but it's not out of the realm.
No, definitely in this age group where you have the spreading.
That ball goes wide, and will it be a goal? No, it's actually a goal kick. No, it's going to be kept in game. Off of the end line, they'll try to work it downfield. 7 gets it. Got there quickly. Now a 2-on-1. 7 down the middle of the field breakaway. Goalie going to try to come out. He can't get it, and he does, actually, and he didn't realize it. Now a foul has been called. It'll be a goal kick coming up, or not goal kick, but a free kick coming up now for the green team.
It may not be because it's a PK because the keeper was out of the box.
Okay, so, I wouldn't have been a penalty kick. It should be on Riley outside of it.
But it's a handball on the keeper.
So that's what I'm saying. It is. It's right outside the box. So it's not a penalty kick. There's just they'll take it wherever the goalie had it outside of the box.
Well, it's a direct kick, and I wouldn't take this directly.
So we'll have to see 3-man wall right now. That kick, and what a play. It actually looked like it bounced off the underside of a forearm. That could have been a penalty kick.
Could have been, but the official didn't believe called that.
They didn't call it, and in fact, it may have been a little bit out of the side of the official, but went under the underneath of the arm deflection, and the goalie got it after that.
Let's give credit where it's due defensively. They made the play.
Well, I tell you what, they did do a good job of that. And they may have called it unintentional because it did hit the underside. It didn't look like he was intending to hit it.
So we have a free kick here.
So right down the middle of the field, green team back to the middle of the field. It's off of the right. Got some room off to his left. He can't get it, though. It's taken on the right side. It's him at number 4. 4 down the right corner. Looks back to the middle. Knocked away by the defender. Gets another chance at it, and he just about put it in. That was close that time, and a good play by the defender, number 7, on that back post to make sure it went wide.
If that were placed perfectly, we'd be talking about a 9-3 game.
Well, it would have been probably 8-4 because that was a green team shot, but
it was a blue team shot.
Oh, you're right. I was mistaken. So that was the offensive player who had a shot at getting it on that front end. He really just couldn't quite get to it. So, me apologizio that time. In the ball to go take back out. Taken by the purple team and a shot wide off the right side. That was my apology, Dusty, because I had the wrong team. I thought that purple player was a defender. He wasn't. So you're right. It could have been a 9-3 game. Ball being knocked out. Good kick. High, but taken away by the defense. Take it up to number 1. He'll bring it back to the middle of the field, and a shot, score! There's your 9-3 right there. And he's going to come off. So the goal scorer will make the come off. That'll be number 7, and that is his 4th goal of the game, Dusty. He's been very active.
Yeah, I think this Edward Jones team has been very active today, Tom.
Tell you what, they lead it right now by a 9-3 score. 5 goals here in the second half. And so what was a 4-3 lead at halftime is now turned into a 9-3 lead with Edward Jones winning the second half 5-0. Turning the ball off the right side. Here's 4 again. He'll look to drive it. Shot wide. That shot may have been a little bit hopeful. I think he was looking for the far post and just mishit it toward the near.
And sometimes you have that at this age range, Tom.
Yeah, it definitely happened when I was coaching, and I've seen it even in my high school days where you want to hit something and just kind of mishit it. Down the middle of the field. Green team taking. They got a chance. But he hesitated. Now he picks it up. He's got a chance at it down the middle of the field, and the only ones there defenders but to give it away, and now clears it again. I tell you what, that time Edward Jones was playing with fire, and they didn't get burned. They have throw-in coming up for the green team. They'll work it off on the front, knocked away, intercepted. Back to the middle. Here's the kick. It's knocked out of play. Corner kick coming up. Again, the defenders being there for Edward Jones.
Well, and I don't know, Tom, could you get me some of the gaffer's tape back there real quick? I need it's on your seat.
Okay, it's on my seat. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Down the middle of the field.
Sometimes, and
they'll kick it away.
Just put it up there. I'll work on it here in a moment.
All right.
We're having some transmission issues with our video line in here, so we will get that
kick it away. Got a nice kick, but whiffed on it. The ball taken away by Edward Jones. Tried to add another goal, try to get to double figures, and they got a chance. 3-0 break, and they'll kick it and score. 5th goal, actually 2nd goal, my apology, for number 4. And that makes it an 11-3 game.
I've got 10-3.
Okay. Yep, you're right. It's 6 goals in the second half. I'm miscounted that time, but it is a 10-3 game. Six straight goals here in the second half, 7 overall. It changed to 3-2 lead. Or did I say 3-2? I meant it was a 3-2 lead, and now they had scored 8 in a row to get it to 10-3. Ball in the middle of the field. This game was 4-3 at half. 8 straight goals out of Edward Jones to take what was a pretty tight game and turned it into a no-brainer at this point. The ball kicked and a save made by the goalkeeper. So the green team goalkeeper. Let's see if he's going to throw it or kick it. He will throw it. Right to number 8, though. It'll be knocked away. And Edward Jones trying to bring it down. Now the green team back with it. Back to the middle of the field. They'll change directions. Going off of the right side. Actually make it their left near side. They'll work it down the middle. And a ball back to the middle of the field. And the kick stopped short to work it off of the right side. In the middle, and the shot save made. It hit right against his feet. Bounced off of him. But he's able to come down and get it before it crossed the goal line. All the ball has to be across the goal for it to be a goal, and he's able to stop it before it happened. Down the middle, the green team has it. The shot, another save up the front.
The keeper for this Edward Jones team is doing an awesome job here in the second half.
Yep, keep saving that rebound up the middle of the field. They make the play, and the shot, that's a goal. What a great shot that was. He was able to get in there that time and just let it fly into the corner netting. 2 hours left, and that makes it a 10-4 game.
We'll see if we get a shot on that here in a moment.
Have to be about 7 or 8 minutes left to go in this one.
Here's that shot. That was from pretty far out, too.
Yeah, but he was able to turn it right into that far goal netting. Off to our left. He worked the ball downfield. The ball still in play in the corner. Now it's going to go over the line. No, it isn't either. They kept it in play. Back outside number 4. Looks to turn it. Back to middle. Green team gets it back. Stolen away nicely. That time number 8 did a good job of that. Now he's back on the attack again. Number 4 trying to bring it down. He'll keep the ball in the corner. Works it toward the middle, and the ball picked off by the goalie. They'll keep it outside. Nice trap that time outside on the front. And stolen away. Taken away by number 11. Back to the middle of the field. They'll change positions. Now they'll bring it back in. They're going to have a shot. Maybe they'll work it toward the middle, and it could not get a shot away. Now they do. And the ball hit right on the back of the player from Edward Jones. He turned his back, and it hit him right in the side, and the save made by the goalkeeper.
Let's give credit to the defensive play right there, taking one for the team.
It's been all game long. They've just been really solid back there on defense. Ball taken away. Back to the front. Number 4 trying to turn on it, and the green team instead will get it. They'll work it off to the side. Now the middle, 2-0 break.
Offside.
And it's an offside. No goal. Wave it off.
Our coverage presented by First Vincennes Savings Bank. Local people making local decisions. A real community bank with branch locations on Kimmel Road and North 6th Street. Also ATMs on 6th Street, at 3rd and Vico, at Good Samaritan Hospital, and at Speedy Pete's in Monroe City. First Vincennes Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and proud supporter of youth sports in our community.
Goalie switch coming up for the green team right now, and that young man who is in there has done a pretty decent job. Now one with a black uniform going to go back into the goal. First Vincennes Savings Bank, our sponsor today, Edward Jones, the team with the ball right now, right down the middle of the field. Number 2 works it off to the right. He'll bring it back into the middle. Now they'll work it off to the right corner. Number 7 turns it back to the middle of the field. 4 with it, kicks it, and lost his shoe, made the shot, and the save made by the goalie. That's the second lost shoe we've had today.
This age group, maybe they're getting some new cleats, because this is probably where U-13 you start to see some changes in footwear for men.
Walking right in, the shot going to go right to the goalie. Walked right in that time and took the shot a little bit too early and hit it right toward the goalkeeper. Back to the middle of the field. They'll take it back. Here's the shot and another save. Throw it outside. He tried to pressure, and now 2-on-1 the other way. Here's number 8. Looks back to the outside. He will take it. Long shot and just wide. He got a good foot on it that time and hit it just wide to the right post.
It was not far off either.
First of 2 in the U-13s, deep in the second half, and right now the score is 10-3 in favor of Edward Jones. So the defender going to make the sweeper, going to make the play back to the middle of the field. And they thought the game was over, but it kept going. Here's the shot, save. Kind of got thrown off that time. They heard a whistle. I guess they thought that was the end of the game. Instead, the game still continues. Working off the right side. 4 got some room on it. Going to take the shot down the middle, and a save made. He's able to hold on to it too, right in front of the offensive player. And there comes the other side. Number 6 turning it now, losing the ball, and the goalie gets here just in the nick of time.
That would have been a slam dunk as far as goals go if the goalie wasn't there.
Yeah, the goalie was. He made the play. Now down the middle of the field. That's offside. Number 7 at the time was offside by about 3 steps. Substitution about to come in.
Got about 4 minutes left in this match, and second half has been pretty much dominated by Edward Jones. And there have been some great plays on both sides of the ball for them.
And it's been a 6-1 second half. They're going to work it right down the middle, and the save made easily by the goalkeeper. They'll bring it in, making the steal. Nice aggressive play that time to work it off on the right side. Got some room, and the shot he's going to try for that wide side and hit it way wide. The ball stays in play, in fact, and taken there by the goalkeeper. And he'll keep it out. Nice cool play by the goalkeeper that time. And what do we have? Did he handle it outside of the area?
I believe he might have.
So that's what it looks like. They're going to call a free kick right there outside the area because it looked like he handled the ball outside of there. And it will be right on the edge of the area. So free kick coming up. It'll swing in. And knocked out a play by the goalie. He's put his foot up and just knocked it out of play.
I want a foot. That was a kneecap.
Oh, kneecap. Okay. You know, I scored a goal one time with a kneecap. I
That
was
might
pretty
be
good.
one of the most painful ways to score.
I was a pretty good right winger back in the day, and I just got a kneecap on the ball and scored.
I'm sure that kneecap is really reminding you of how much abuse you gave it.
Well, I don't know. It's been, 35 years. Anyway, the ball is taken out. That happened way before you were born. Here's the ball, shot, saved right off of the side. So a really good play that time.
Tom, a lot of things have happened a long time before I was born.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, off the right side, number 4. Got a room, got number 8 there if he can get to him. He's going to keep it himself, though. Takes the shot in. What a save, but the rebound goes in. Good first save by the goalkeeper, but then number 4 able to score his 3rd goal and his 6th of this half. 7th actually of this half for Edward Jones. That makes it 11-4.
Let's take a look at it. You're going to see the first shot, doink, from the keeper, but sticking with it, the striker gets in and gets that goal.
Got the rebound that time. Like you said, perseverance paid off. It's an 11-4 game. Up the middle of the field, makes a nice cut to the left. He's going to take that shot now, knocked away by number 4 at the defense and get any further. And so here comes Edward Jones. Did a good job of surrounding that goal. Off of the side now, look for number 4 in the middle. Couldn't get it to him. Now they'll take it away. Number 7 down the right side. And did they call offside or a foul?
Let's see.
Either way, it's going to be a kick for the green. They'll bring it down. They've got a chance again. 2-on-1. Back to the goal. And they're going to save it and hold on to it right in front of the offensive player.
Just outside of the netting also.
Yeah, he was able to chase it down, though, and did a good job of chasing it down. Now taken out by Edward Jones. Now stolen back by the green team. Number 8 of Edward Jones, so takes it and makes a good move. And the player was offside, but now they can throw it in. He was not offside when the ball was passed. Now they got it.
Here's offside call.
Shot in, score.
Offside call.
So they did call it offside. Now, the thing was, he was offside, but before the ball was taken from the offensive player, he got back onside.
Defender moved up right before the second pass again.
So that second pass put him offside, and as you mentioned, way off the goal.
Sometimes it's a very thin line when you're talking offside.
Very much so. You can be a step offside and count. Here's the shot. Oh, just over. Went high that time. It didn't clear the crossbar by about a foot that time. It was a really nice opportunity.
Well, and the fans on Field 7 being good sports and just playing a little along with the action.
So, again, we are on Field 11 right now. This is or Field 8, I'm sorry. This is the U-13 field on the outside. That's it. So the final score, 11-4. Edward Jones wins it over Team Green. So it was a 4-3 lead for Edward Jones at halftime, and then Edward Jones stepped on the accelerator, 7-1 in the second half of play, and wound up winning it by the final score of 11-4. And Dusty, when you take a look at that game, the real key, I thought, was the defense from Edward Jones, because they really stood solid and were able to get the opportunities for their offensive players to come down and score.
I thought there were several things to make note of. Both these teams have been together for a long time. We're going to start there, but I think the way this Edward Jones team came out today, they were prepared for the action on the pitch. They were ready from the word go. They scored the first 2 right out the chute, but the second half you saw the dominance. You saw they took advantage of every opportunity they had, and they outscored the green team on the field by a count of 7-1.
I got to tell you, I thought the Edward Jones team, if you look back over the game, looked a little more ragtag than the Team Green, I guess you could call them. But in the end, I think they had more grit and desire, and I think that is part of what did it. Plus, they had intelligence, and both teams actually in that area, I thought, played pretty intelligently today.
Well, I'm going to put it this way. This green team did not give up out there when they were down big. They fought hard to the final whistle, and for that, I commend them.
So once again, the final score. Let's take a look at the goals as we have them. The final score, 11-4 in favor of Edward Jones, and number 7 with 4 goals on the game, 3 each out of number 1 and number 4, and also 1 goal each or one goal actually singular out of number 11, which gave them their 11-goal total. Again, we do not have numbers for the green team, but they scored 3 in the first half, 1 in the second for 4. And the purple Edward Jones team, 4 in the first half, 7 in the second half for 11. It was 4-3 at halftime. And basically, Dusty, anybody's soccer game, but then the adjustments that Edward Jones made in the second half of play, I think, really pushed him to the victory.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought both teams played well overall. I mean, yeah, you have a team that's on the shorter end of the scoreboard, but there are good things from both sides.
I think so.
As we remind you, we have another game coming out here from Field 8 at the Vincennes Youth Soccer Complex. We have Team 2 and Team 4. That's all we know at this point. Welcome to Week 1 of youth soccer, Tom.
Exactly right. By the way, if anybody is listening from the North Knox area, we got a text from Kent Dodds that all Wood Memorial and Wood Memorial Junior High School events will be canceled from September the 14th to September the 19th due to our good friend, the coronavirus. They're supposed to play North Knox, I believe, on Monday.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to mention that the difficulties are still there, and so it's kind of interesting. In fact, North Knox High School lost 2 football games, both of them to Warren County schools. They were supposed to play at Tecumseh in Week 3 and against Boonville in Week 4. Both of those canceled, and now Friday they'll play North Central coming up at Farmersburg, and that's a team that's had their own problems with coronavirus.
Yeah, their first 2 weeks were COVID-19 canceled.
Compromise, yeah.
And, Dr. Stewart said this earlier in the summer. He painted one picture for South Knox, and for South Knox, it's been business as usual.
Pretty much, yeah.
For Vincent Lincoln, you haven't really had too many issues. North Knox has been the one that's had the COVID issues, and I'm going to go directly from what he said at the North Knox School Board meeting back in August. He mentioned the words, "The team that stays corona-free will win the conference."
Yeah, and what's interesting is that with North Knox, it wasn't a whole football team. It was only like 3 players, but as a precaution from Warren County, they decided not to play those games. And here's the thing, North Knox has about 39 players, so it's not like, bulk of the team has had COVID, but now all of them are getting fine and prepared to go play again, and right now it looks like they're back in action in Week 4.
Well, here's another thing you have to think about because of the COVID protocols. I think we lived this a few weeks ago. For those that don't know, Tom, you want to tell the story?
I'll go ahead and do it. I actually, 2 weeks ago, I had a pretty nasty cold, really, and it's one that I've had very much an experience with, and I expected to be off work on Monday. And so because I was not feeling well, I had my backup news person in there on Monday. I'm not saying who it is, but his initials are Dustin Fuller. But anyway, so he was in there, and then the next on Monday, since I was out, they wanted me my work and also my wife thought it would be a good idea to take a COVID test, which I did. I did the deep nasal one. Ugh, I don't want to do that twice. But anyway,
that's not friendly.
So anyway, I don't want to do that twice. And anyway, but they said it would take 72 hours to 4 days to return. Okay, not so bad. But the thing is, until the test return came back, they basically put me on the shelf and said, "Don't come to work until you're clear." So I was forced to take a whole week of sick time, and my very wise and patient backup news person was able to come in and do a good job for me until I was able to get back in.
Well, I don't think the original plan was for that whole week, plus the week of vacation you had after.
Yeah, I had 2 days of vacation afterward, too, Monday and Tuesday, and I came back on Wednesday, and I was able to take that. So actually, I was out for a grand total of about 8-9 days.
You want to know what I was saying behind the scenes?
No, this is a family program.
Yes,
so.
I was going to say, we're going to wait until we're off the air until I give you my thoughts on that.
But it's good to be back. Like I say, it was good to do the Friday football pregame show once again, and it really was very interesting. And but so the coronavirus protocol continues, but right now, even in the middle of COVID-19, you're seeing a lot of people here. You're seeing a lot of people, especially watching their kids. A lot of people having a good time. A lot of people milling around. And again, the social distancing may be a little bit less than ideal, but it'd be very interesting to see if that does make a difference.
Right. Well, and as we mentioned, we have another game coming up. It looks like we have a blue team and maybe a Navy team.
Yeah, so we've got I'm going to call it royal. It's not quite royal, it's a little bit less, kind of New York Giants blue and dark blue.
We'll go with that. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break from our internet stream. We'll come back closer to kickoff of this one. For Tom Lee, I'm Dustin Fuller saying thank you for watching, and we will see you in just a little bit.